So good to see you. You know,
Yes.
I have had many interviews with people whose lives have become Broadway musicals. I've interviewed Boy George, Gloria Estefan, now Jackie Siegel.
Oh my God.
I didn't expect to see your name in lights on Broadway. How you feeling?
Oh my, I am so like, I just can't believe it. I'm actually enjoying the whole experience and all this. Oh my God.
You, of course, are the Queen of Versailles. That is not a
Yes.
name you gave yourself, right? The woman who directed the film. Did you ever? You never called yourself that before she did you?
Well,
Casually?
sometimes the local news stations would
Okay.
call me the Queen of Versailles
Okay.
because my husband was the timeshare king
Yes.
of Westgate Resorts, and I was also Mrs. Florida in the beauty pageant
Yes.
world. So, and also a producer with beauty pageants. So that I kind of got that title locally, and
Yeah.
then when she made
Yeah.
the movie, the documentary Queen of Versailles, it stuck.
I remember when that movie came out, it was such a big deal. It was so incredible getting to get a peek at your life. It's like, who is this woman? I'm kind of obsessed. I mean, the whole world was, right? I mean, it very quickly you became, I mean, you went from maybe that local woman who is a big personality, but a local woman into like a big known person. And now like Queen of Versailles on Broadway, the St. James Theater, huge. It's a big musical. Kristin Chenoweth is playing you. Let me just ask you first, what have you learned about Broadway from this whole experience?
You know what is so funny? So I have an engineering degree,
Yeah.
and but the engineering was so boring for me. I moved to Manhattan like over 30 in the
Yep.
early 90s,
Yep.
over 30 years ago, and I found out that like acting, modeling, all that stuff was actually more fun for me. So I had my day job, but I tried out for Broadway back then.
Right.
I tried out for Cats, Will Rogers Follies, and I
You
was
really did try out for I mean, that's in
Yeah.
the show. And Will Rogers
Yes,
Follies.
yes.
You wanted to be one of the girls in Will Rogers Follies. That was a great gig.
but not even like the main character. I just wanted to be one of the girls that walked down those stairs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I was doing, and I didn't think it would take that much talent. But they said I wasn't even talented enough for that, so they told me to give up. They said you'll never make it to Broadway. So I just kind of stopped what I was doing and the Broadway part.
Yeah.
And it's really crazy because now 30 years later, my name, Queen of Versailles, is up there in the pearly lights with the marquees. And so I think, and I'm back, and I'm on Broadway just by chance.
Right.
Not by even looking out or trying. It was like, I don't know, a divine intervention from God or something. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, and you're not walking down the steps, but Kristin Chenoweth is walking down the steps in heels because part of the set is this huge staircase.
You're right. It's like a full circle.
It's
like
a full
what I
circle. Yeah, the Will
envisioned.
Rogers Follies step somehow made it.
Yeah.
Jackie Siegel is walking down
I
the steps.
just don't get it. And I bet you, because 30 years ago, my tap dancing instructors, they were old back then. They're probably not even around anymore. They're
Yeah.
probably rolling in their graves right now.
Jackie on Broadway.
Yes, right?
So let's talk about
So never say never.
never say never. Broadway dreams don't die. So this woman here, Kristin Chenoweth, have you gotten used to seeing like her face associated with Queen of Versailles? I mean, it's kind of wild, right?
I love it. And my kids, because I've got 8 of them now, so they said that she plays me. They said, Mom, we felt like that was you on stage. She actually plays me better than I play me.
That's really
as a real
fascinating. I was
person.
going to ask you what they thought of it.
Yes, they're blown away.
Have you learned anything about yourself from watching Kristin play you as a character?
Well, I don't know. I'm just so grateful to have like an icon play me, and I feel like we're soulmates, like we were meant to be together. And even though she's like so petite and like up to here, on stage she is like bigger than life itself, and she just like glows. And F. Murray Abraham. Well, let me just backtrack a little bit.
Yep.
6 months ago, my husband died.
Yeah, I'm sorry about
Passed
that.
away from cancer. My sister did a line of cocaine in the same day and died that afternoon.
Oh my God.
My 43-year-old sister.
I did not know that.
And I don't know if you know that I lost my 18-year-old daughter, one of my 8 children to a drug overdose as
Victoria.
well.
Yeah.
And I'm raising 2 nieces whose both mothers died of a drug overdose, one being my sister. So I've had so much loss, like just in this past year. I also lost one of my stepsons to brain cancer this year. And everyone says, aren't you like super excited about Versailles and all this? We were supposed to move in already, but when, fighting for cancer and this drug epidemic, that's taken priority. And it's really crazy how I've got like the worst things happening in my life and the best. I mean, here we are, the Broadway show, Kristin, Chenoweth, and all. And what I was going to say with F. Murray Abraham is I have really been struggling emotionally, losing my husband and my sister. And when I saw him on stage, I started bawling my head off. And afterwards, he found me and he gave me a hug. And I said, thank you for bringing my husband back to life.
And did David see the show in Boston?
No, he was not able to. But he saw the show when we did the workshops
That's
here.
right. You went to the workshop together.
And the workshops, so he saw that and he says, Jackie, I'm so proud of where your life is going. And I think that helped through this whole process of him being terminally ill. Yeah. And just knowing that, Jackie, my wife, you're going to be okay, Yeah. And so this has really been like a blessing for me. And one thing that's really amazing about the show is they did bring in like kind of the side story with my daughter, Victoria, who died of a drug overdose. And as a nation, the fentanyl crisis and with Narcan and all that, this is like a big current topic. And I'm so glad they included that because this is really helping me to get a voice. And with everything that I have right now and just, I mean, my kids, I'm almost like an empty nester. I want to spend the rest of my life going out there and making a difference in this world, bringing people together. Because I feel that we all care about the next generation. Yeah. We care about our country. And I want to go worldwide with bringing people together and spreading love and having fun. Yeah. And I mean, I was even thinking about doing like, I don't know, Queen parties.
Oh.
Where we give, and I have something for you at the end, and you'll understand where I'm going with this at the end of this little segment.
So I just can't imagine what it's like for you to sit in the audience, because obviously the documentary was about a very specific time in your life, and the musical really has gone before and after that, right? It tells your life before and after, so it does include Victoria Nina White plays Victoria, and you see her story. I just can't imagine what it's like to sit in the audience and watch this show. I just can't imagine what that experience is like.
Well, I'll tell you, I like cried half the time. But one thing really nice about the show is it does have some like jokes in it too.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's an emotional roller coaster, and I love the fact that Lindsay Ferrantino brought that in because it takes you up and takes you down and then back up again. Yeah. And the show is really it's inspired by a true story, but it's not 100% me. Like in the like, I mean, it's a lot me. I mean, but I don't. Versailles was almost taken away from us, and I learned that material things aren't all that important, But carrying on your legacy. I mean, I just don't understand. I'm a small town girl, okay, from Binghamton, New York, and when I moved to Manhattan, and I never dreamed of like the wealthy people here and all and the galas, and they said, and I meet them and they said, oh, do you have a house in the Hamptons? And it's like, wait, I think I do. My parents have a house in the Hamptons because they're like Bridgehampton, this East Hampton, and they said, which Hamptons is your house? Binghamton, I know.
Right. Well, and you know
so
what?
I felt like I fit in.
And when you start like that, no matter how much money you have in your bank account, that's still how you think, right? I mean,
know.
you're still that woman. You weren't born into wealth.
No.
So what do you think when people see the musical and kind of think, why this woman? Why this story? You know, what do you want people to get out of it? What do you think it is? Is it a celebration? Is it a cautionary tale? I mean, there's a lot of meat to it, right?
It kind of ends, I would say, kind of sad and lonely in the end. But what I found out at the end with my husband before he passed, we had some very emotional times together. This house was more of like a lover's quarrel from his first marriage, because when he was married for 27 years before me, and we were together married 25 years. His wife had a 67,000 square foot house, and I think he didn't want her to win in the end. So in his mind, he had to build a bigger one than his ex-wife. So and I just kind of got like inherited
swept
it.
up in that.
Yeah, but I'll take it. I mean, I really like it because now it's brought attention, and I can talk about my different causes. I even want to do things like I support furry friends.
We didn't properly introduce your friend. And
No, we didn't.
This little cutie, this is Moshi.
Yes, he's one of the stars of the show.
So cute, so sweet.
And he's so well behaved.
Moshi's not actually on stage.
No.
On stage we have
there's two
Marie
dogs to play.
Antoinette and Adam. Adam.
Yes.
But I love. What kind of dog is this?
A Pomeranian from Korea. Right. He's from Seoul, Korea.
Right. Beautiful.
Isn't he amazing? And the thing is, he's so well behaved.
I noticed. I forgot he was there.
I know. We forgot to introduce you, Mochi. I'm so sorry.
It's my fault.
Oh my
honestly.
God.
I'm so happy you're introduced now.
His job is just to exist. And he lives in a palace.
And make you look beautiful.
I know.
I have to ask you, it's fascinating because when you, way back, decided to make this allow this documentary to happen, right? You immediately became a character. Right? So there's Jackie Siegel, the woman, and then now there's Jackie Siegel, the character. And you even talked about Kristin Chenoweth is playing a character. And obviously you are, I think it's safe to say, over the top, right? You're extravagant. You have a lot of, great things about your person. You're a pageant girl, and there's a lot of things about you that are very.
Yes.
What is it like to have people call you camp? You know what I mean? They
What's camp?
What is
I like
camp?
to go camping.
Yeah, well, camping. She likes to go camping.
I do.
Well, it just means sort of like you're this over-the-top character, but you know what I mean? But you just seem like you just sort of embrace all of it.
Yeah, I don't really think of myself as an over-the-top character, but the thing is, I realize wherever I go in the world, like I've traveled to Japan or Hungary, there's always someone that says, "Are you the Queen of Versailles?" So, I mean, this documentary is like one of the top 50 most watch documentaries
it's brilliant.
worldwide.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And I really enjoy that. And the thing is, I want to do the next step. I want to give back more. And I love my fans. Oh my God. That's why I was saying I want to have queen parties.
Yeah.
Maybe I could do things virtually. And I want to pass out the boas and the crowns. And
Tell me about this. What do you want to do? Go ahead. You can do whatever you need to do.
Can I give you a little gift?
Yes, sure. I would love that.
Can you hold him for a minute?
Can I hold Moshi? Am I allowed?
I need some free hands. Okay, we'll put the crown on you because I don't want to.
Okay, I'm getting crowned by the Queen of Versailles.
I'm afraid to mess up your most perfect hair.
Don't worry about my
in
hair.
The entire
My hair's
world.
always good.
But this is all about American royalty.
Okay.
Do you want me to set it on top for the picture?
You can go for it. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
And here we are, American royalty, right here.
Thank you so much. You
God.
have your seat though. I'm keeping your dog.
He's got it. Let's ask the audience this: who wore it best?
Who wore it best, me or Kristin Chenoweth? I think I know the answer. So, Queen of Versailles at the St. James Theater. Are you going to keep dropping in and enjoying it? What's it like to have a I know you live in Florida. You don't live in the house yet, correct?
I don't live in the house
What's
yet.
going on in the house right now? What's
Well,
in the house right now?
Well, it's almost ready.
Almost ready.
And so I plan on moving in January.
Oh.
But I also have a hotel right down the street here, and I have a penthouse here. So I do go back and forth.
Okay, so you have a place here.
And I have a lot of friends up here.
Okay.
And two of my kids live up here.
Okay. Oh, great.
So,
okay.
So I go back and
You're a
forth.
part New Yorker again.
I am. I love New York. Yeah, I want to keep going back and forth, I guess, till...
Drop in. You can drop in every once in a while. Say hi to Kristin.
I know.
/ Jackie.
Well, I'm actually I'm inviting her when she's gets through all this opening and the holidays. I'm going to bring her to my Versailles house, and we're going to have a spa day, because I have a spa at my house, and I decided, and now the kids are grown, I don't need a ice skating rink, so but they want a nightclub, so we have a nightclub. But I put a wood floor, so we're going to have a roller skating rink instead. So I'm going to do like 80
oh my God,
parties.
80s roller skating party.
Yeah,
I love it.
So get
Pink
your
boas
retro
and tiaras and
costumes ready. We're going to have a blast.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We sure are.
And this is near Orlando.
It's in Orlando.
It's in Orlando.
And it's so close to Disney that you can see the fireworks from my house.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? When I married my husband, he said, honey, you're going to see fireworks every single night. But I didn't know it was the Disney fireworks.
I just meant you have a view of the Disney fireworks.
But I did have 7 children, so I mean, I was like, there were some fireworks in some way there.
I love it so much.
He's such a great husband. I
Jackie,
love you, honey.
you are a delight. It's so
my
nice to
God.
meet you, and
Thank
I'm
you.
just so keep going, doing your good work. I mean, you're doing good work. In the name of your daughter and in the name of pets, and it's all good stuff. And so such a treat to get to meet you.
Oh,
and thank you
it's
for
such a
crowning
treat to
me.
meet you. American royalty right here.